Yo, boys!
Oh
Back with the HadsChat
God!
number
People clicked
40.
off. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Yo, boys! There we
Oh,
go.
gosh. How was that better?
Much
That sounded
better.
awful. Mine was a lot
Episode.
better. Mine was longer.
What is up, boys? Had chat
Hey!
42 with just Gaden
Ace.
again because Hoss and Sam think football is more important than the podcast. Remember that, boys. Remember that.
Yeah, why do we have these boys a part of the podcast? And they don't even
Gaden's
care.
actually the carry. I'm switching sides. I'm gonna be Team Gaden.
I know. And Cameron was always like, I'm gonna give you more money. Look at it now.
Yep. Now you get
Gaden's they're all reliable.
all the money. But all right, what you been up to? This is just I don't have any topics.
Neither do I. It's been good. Life's been good. My church is closing. That's one thing.
What?
That's very sad. Very sad. Muy
What makes a church close? It's just
tree
everyone-
stay.
Damn.
Nobody likes it. Nah. We had our pastor just kind of his family wasn't doing so well. The family's kind of struggled, so they took a time off, and then
Yeah.
he's not. They were wanting him to come back, and then he didn't meet the requirements, so they're just gonna close because we don't really have anybody else to speak. Be the pastor. Everybody else is a little too busy, or they're just not. It's not their thing. So
Pastor Gaten. Next.
Pastor Gaden.
Fuck electrician.
I could do that, Electrician on the side, pastor for fun, like that. Run to church.
Be a godly.
You like that?
Resume? Yeah, that's cool. That's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like that actually. Probably not.
It'd be wild.
Then you get like full of yourself. I feel like.
You could. There was one guy. I was like, I'm not going to his church. Apparently, bro's like 6'4", in great shape, super handsome. I was like,
Oh, shit.
that's
a problem.
yeah.
So I couldn't pasture.
I feel like-
you.
dang. No, you could definitely pastor. You'd
Why-
easily make it as a
Why
pastor.
can I pasture?
You'd have nobody flock to you and make any gestures or anything.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be very
what I'd
easy.
be worried about. Yeah, like am I a pastor? I'm the center of attention. Everybody's gonna be like, "Damn, the pastor's so fucking hot." I just love
Ugly.
listening to him speak.
He's got a lisp.
I want them to focus on the message more than like the person, So that's why I would never
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get in God's way or anything.
They would talk about how you got a lisp. They wouldn't
A
be able
lisp?
to focus on
I
it.
don't have a lisp.
A
What are you
speech
talking
impediment. That's what was a speech impediment. You have a speech impediment.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you do. We've already gone over this.
What speech
Gone over this
impediment
many
do I
times.
have? What speech impediment do I
I
have?
can't remember what it was.
Oh,
Everybody
you
always said
can't-
that you had a
What do
speech
you mean
impediment.
you can't remember? If I have a speech impediment, you should be able to tell me right now because I'm talking to you. Dummy.
I wish I had Sam and Jackson. I remember we used to always rag on you about a speech impediment during the
Don't
summer.
have a speech impediment.
That one sounded like a speech impediment.
Oh my god. Well, my life's been. Well, actually, maybe I should just pastor for you guys. That dead ass. What would you do? Could you
Yeah.
take it seriously if you pulled up and I was just pastoring?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think.
What if
could
I
take it
got really
seriously.
into it, like started crying, really emotional as a pastor, really got the vibes good? Would you respect
I
me
don't-
more? Would you?
I
would
don't
you
think
treat me
it would-
differently?
No, I don't think I'd treat you any differently now.
Yeah, but then what if I like? Ooh, I don't know. I could smite you with like God's hand if you
That's crazy.
spoke out against me.
Slander me in front.
Yeah, I could.
Use me as an example in front of
Yeah.
the congregation.
You need to better yourself, boss. Don't
Bring
lead
up
the life of
Gaden.
a devil like Gaden over here. He looked at an 11-year-old ass on spring break trip.
Bring up Gaden. I'm just all tied up on a chair. You have like 4 people just bring me onto the stage.
If I had
Now
a
Gaden
really,
here.
if I had a really anti-gay church, it'd be super funny. Cause then I could get them like smite you.
A really anti.
Out with Gaden.
What does the congregation say? Off with Gaden. Yeah.
I would just get everyone
That
to
would be
cheer.
yours.
Cause I'm really good at instigating my friends, so I wonder if I'd be good at instigating like a crowd of people like that, into just blowing me. Well, not as a pastor, actually blowing me. I don't want to get.
Pause.
Um,
You've already failed. You've already lost. You've already lost.
That would be a crazy life shift if I went to a pastor and then they just look back at all the podcasts. I'd be talking about like Katie Sigmund's ass.
Yeah.
I don't think the
Let's
families
look up.
would enjoy that.
No, let's look up our pastor. Looks up HadsChat. Ooh.
Bestiality or incest? What's worse?
What's worse, a goat or your sister? Ah, that's a good. That's a good
I
podcast.
don't think I want to go see Preacher Hatchin anymore. Don't, don't want him hosting the youth groups.
The day that the church started, it ended instantly. Maybe Blake could sit around. You'd have a couple people stay around.
My week was ass though. You know what happened last week for me? Do you know?
No, what happened last week?
It was the first week of class. I missed the first day of class. Fun fact, I skipped it because my sleep schedule was too bad. But it's a syllabus day, right? Like I'm not really missing.
That's
that
crazy. Wow.
No, it's not that crazy. But yeah.
Bad influence.
Classes are back, so oh my god, life is sad. We don't have school Monday though, so that's good at least.
You know, I was thinking about this. Are you excited about your job? Like, so shifting from college. For those who don't know, this is Cameron's last semester of college.
I'm not excited now.
So,
I mean, I'm not
how is this going to work for you?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I'm intrigued. So, are you moving back to?
Oh, my life plan? Okay.
Yeah, what's your life plan?
All right, this is my plan. I'll lay it out for you what I plan on doing. So I'm gonna get my degree, economics. Go to LinkedIn, Indeed, all the job searching sites, make my resume, all that shit. Send it to everywhere that can hire me that would want an economics degree as a requirement. I don't even care where. I don't care about the pay or whatever yet because I need to get like starting experience anyway so I can apply to other places. But then my plan is to go home, literally back at G Falls at my house. My parents are redoing the basement, and I plan on living there rent free, making bank.
Ooh.
Yeah,
smart.
Just saving up money while working a job, and in my free time, grinding YouTube. Because the ultimate plan is YouTube, obviously.
Yeah.
And streaming. I'm gonna keep always grinding that whenever I'm off, and the podcast.
Yeah, I definitely knew that. Like,
podcast to the side at that point.
It might be at that point because it's already fallen to the wayside.
It'll just be Gaden solo podcast.
Just turn into I'm controlling HadsChat when it's not even my last name.
Yeah.
It's
Gay
just shifted to me.
chat. There you go.
Hey chat. There you go. That's good. No, so
but that's my
for
plan.
economics though. What are you gonna get as a job? Like,
Dude,
what's
there's
your
so many jobs. You could do managerial positions. You could do like banking, even. You could do financial fields. A lot.
I do hope you find YouTube because I don't see you being happy in any of those.
Really? I think I could do it. I mean, I don't think I'll be happy. I'm not gonna be like loving, like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to work today. But
no, yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be like miserable, to be honest. I might be bored, but like, I don't think I've ever worked a job that I haven't been bored. I don't think there's any job that I would work that I wouldn't be bored unless it was somehow like a fun-ish job. Like if I did plumbing, I would be bored. No offense. I mean, obviously, you could see me not.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do plumbing either. I wouldn't want to do plumbing.
Oh yeah. I meant yeah. I forget.
Oh, look at you trying to come at me.
Yeah. What was I saying? God, this trash.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And you know that would mean if the basement's finished, maybe that's where the podcast is done since your computer and everything's down there.
That is true.
Ooh.
True. The basement's
we have a podcast set up
too. Like they're gonna make it so nice.
We could get like we could all band together, put money together, right? We get mics and everything. We could all contribute to it, have a nice background or something. We can maybe buy some nice little ornaments, have a nice little setup.
True, that'd be sick, bro. I'm down.
We get because all of us are if we're all contributing to it, we all just we buy our own mic. Like I would just buy, I don't know, just buy with like a nice little handheld mic or something. Like you're talking to a microphone.
Yeah, and if we decorated the space nice, it would be good.
Yeah, and you could just have like one widescreen camera with all four of us, or you could do like I don't know, you could figure that out. But no, that'd be fun.
That's in the future, but yeah, that is my plan as the.
So managerial position, like where at exactly?
Like just like manage the finances. I could also be like a tax person, I guess. I mean, to be honest, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I just know economics covers so much shit. That, like,
okay.
you can.
Right, you're just smart about it. You're just like, I
Yeah.
want to get something that I can have a job.
Yes, and then when I get a job, I'm gonna be content with whatever. Like, I also don't care about how much money I make, as well.
Right.
As long as I can feed myself every day, that's really all I care about. As long as I can eat fast food, like a good amount,
That's
that's
so funny.
and obviously pay the bills. No, I've really talked to my roommates about this before. Like, they've asked the question of like, if you had unlimited money, what would you do? I'd literally be doing the same exact thing I'm doing right now, except eating out more, like, or eating out better every day. Probably eating
Right.
like 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches instead of 1 when I get. Yeah, and door dashing every day. Like,
Right, splurge a little. You'd splurge a
yes.
little.
The only no, dude. I really don't. I don't know what I would spend money on besides food. Like, literally how I live my life now. I guess if I had unlimited money, I would buy like a nice car, but I don't really care. My spending wouldn't go way up.
Right.
Cause I would just,
Maybe. You just get random nice things that you'd use all the time, and then after you got the things that you would,
I guess
like,
I
you'd get
would.
like golf clubs or something, right? You'd be like, oh, I want a brand new set of golf clubs. You'd spend money on like stuff like that. But then once you acquired everything, you'd probably just stop.
Yeah.
Then you just
But
then
the
it would
main
just
reason
stay
I
at the
want
same.
it is just freaking food. That's all that matters. But yeah, also paying bills, obviously, because I'm gonna have my own like car bill and shit, and like all the basic shit.
What's your ideal yearly salary?
Ideal?
Yeah, like where you're like satisfied. Is it like 60,000? You're like, that's cool with me. Is it more?
Yeah,
Is
I'd
it
be
higher,
cool with
like
that.
80 to
I'd be
100? And
well,
that's where you're like, nah.
ideal. I mean, ideal, like 150K. I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I
Like,
mean,
what are you
that's
striving
like
for? I
that's what I
guess.
would
What are you striving
love.
for? Like, okay.
I would be content with literally like 60K probably. I wouldn't care that much.
Right.
Yeah, as long as like I said, as long as I can pay everything, because I don't need
You're
excess
needing
money.
that.
Yeah, I don't need money. I can do everything I want on my PC, and I guess the occasional golf trip, but like
That is good that you're not like. I think it's good. I think it's good to be money oriented to a degree, but not like. I don't think it's good to try to make money your sole satisfaction in like life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even spend money on anything. Like, as
Except for food.
is. Except food, yeah.
Food.
I also
Oh,
have
dude, it's
bills
so
right
hard
now.
not to spend money
I know
on food.
food and bills are always going to be like the freaking requirements. But I don't have like a freaking like nicotine addiction, or like I don't drink all the time, you know?
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
like that.
No.
Or I'm not like obsessed with shoes to where
That's a
spend,
crazy
like,
one too.
900, yeah.
That's what I would do. I'd go buy like so many. I'd just buy all these nice clothes. I'd have an unlimited wardrobe. That's what I would do. I'd spend a lot of money on. You know what I've been actually doing?
Collecting
I've
Nets
started.
jerseys?
How did you know? I love basketball. I think it's 6 players on a court. Anyways,
What?
my new hobby could be cigars.
What?
Yeah, I had a cigar last
So
Sunday
crazy. What?
with 2 guys from church, and I was like, I took like 2 puffs. The original time I ever smoked a cigar was like 2 puffs with Josh, and then I was like, nah, we'll do a regular cigar. Like, I don't want to like share a cigar with you, Josh. I was like, I'd rather have like, but the only reason a cigar is because it's not something you do all the time, and it's also you don't really inhale it. You pull it in your mouth, but you're not supposed to actually inhale it and put it in your lungs. So that's another reason. But um, it's also like a luxurious type of thing. If you look at it, it's like, that's the only vice I could see myself really doing. And then there's no like, I guess, yeah, you can get like the nicotine side of it. You can get like a buzz from that, but it's not really like addictive like a cigarette would be.
Yeah.
But no, so I smoked a
hobby.
cigar last Sunday, and I smoked a cigar yesterday with Josh, and he threw up.
What?
And I didn't throw up.
I'm guessing he only does that all he did was a cigar and he still threw up? There's no way.
Yeah, because he just went too fast. He was trying to put it down way too fast. The guy was like, he's like, this is a little shorter cigar. He's like, this one lasts about an hour. And Josh
Holy
got
shit.
done with it in like 30 to 45 minutes.
That's a
And then
that's
they
a
were
crazy
pressuring me to
hobby.
move. So then I was like trying to put it down. Then it made me a little sick. But no, yeah, it's my new. It could be a potential hobby because you know why? It's like you take time. It's like it's something to do with the boys, but then really all you're doing is just talking, which is like that's all I enjoy with the boys. That's my favorite thing. Just talk with the boys. So
Yeah,
it's just that thing that's just there.
it's a
But it doesn't. It's
crazy
not frowned upon
hobby.
like vaping or cigarettes. It's a cigar. It's a. I don't know.
It's what men do.
It's what men
These
do. Thank you. I didn't have to
baby
say it. I didn't
baby
have to say
boys
it.
vaping. Grab a cigar.
That's right. And people with money, smoke cigars. I don't know. People with
Yeah.
also without money smoke
People
cigars,
with money
but
also do cocaine.
they do. Maybe that's my next hobby.
Lock it in. I'm glad you need more hobbies, bro. I was
You like
thinking, I
that?
got really sad because I don't think I can name like half my friends' hobbies
Really?
because I don't feel like anyone actually has hobbies. Like if you ask me like what's Zach's hobby, there's one that comes to mind. I'm not gonna say.
Ooh,
I
is that rough? No, I'm joking. I know what the hobby is.
driving by
Yeah.
elementary schools. No, but I mean it's just like I don't know. A lot of my friends don't really have a lot of hobbies, but I feel like I have a lot of hobbies. But maybe it's just because I obviously know myself way more than like everyone else. I know everyone else.
True.
Like if I was asked
Yeah.
what is Gaden Nichols' hobbies, I could only say golf, and I couldn't really think of something else.
Yeah.
Golf and church.
Well, you'd also have to think about like how much do you hang out with this person on a daily basis? Like we haven't hung out. Our friend group hasn't hung out like we kind of spend months without hanging out with one another because we're all gone. Everybody's like most people are in college, so they're split up in that regard. And then the ones who are in Caldwell County are just working. So
Yeah, I mean I could name Colby hobbies. Like Colby's like always
I
doing
can name
shit.
Colby hobbies.
Yeah, like golf, hunting.
Yeah, that's
That's
what the
about
two I
it.
was gonna say.
Snowboarding.
That's about it.
Like that's it.
That is actually all the hobbies he has.
I like don't like. I wish my friends had more hobbies because that's how I like. That's my easiest way of connecting with people, but um, not a lot of people have. I guess like playing Smash was like a hobby for us for a while. Like my biggest hobbies are like gaming, golf, snowboarding, playing basketball, lifting,
Guitar,
YouTube.
Japanese,
Yeah,
working
League of
different
Legends.
jobs. League of
Working
Legends.
working harder than anyone else in the room.
Yeah, Cameron's a hard worker, boys. Cameron's a real hard worker.
Podcast. No, like actually, though, I don't know. That's always irritating me about girls too. To be honest, I feel
What
like
about him?
a lot of girls don't have hobbies that like. That's why it's hard for me to like get really interested in a chick. Because I feel like they have
I
done
could agree
things
with that. I could see that. Yeah, that's why
all the
like
time.
if
That's
if a female like anime, it'd be like ooh,
yeah,
good hobby.
or just like because I want like my wife and kids to be able to like I want to do stuff with them. Like when I'm
Women
like
aren't good at
let's go
games.
snowboard or let's game. Yeah, exactly. I want them to be like yeah, or I want them to like do something. I don't know. I don't want to just sit down and watch like Grey's Anatomy for like
That's
hours or go
also
shopping.
that's also why you got to find someone who's like in decent shape too, so they can actually do those things. Which people don't realize that is important. Like if you get someone who's out of shape, the more likely you are to become a couch potato. Because
Yeah.
if they can't even go on a hike without breathing too hard, and they're like, "This isn't fun. This is hard," then you're not gonna ever do it. So finding someone who's like not completely out of shape is also a good. Which I guess is why finding someone who's a gym baddie, pretty good idea,
Yeah, it's a great idea. I wish
or
I
at
could
least
find.
attempting to be a
I
gym
wish I could
baddie.
even just find like a friend up here that did content. Like that's why it's fun to, or that's why it's hard for me to find like a really good friend up here too. That's why I love Nolan. You met Nolan. He's like
Yeah,
pretty similar character, but it's like everyone up here and just like people I meet, I'm like, what do you do for fun? And they're like, I drink and go to frat parties. And I'm like, yep,
yeah.
that's pretty boring. And I walk away.
No, that is
And I
boring, and
think
also
I'm in
like
the
it doesn't do
minority
anything.
that I wish I enjoyed it more.
Really?
I wish I could find enjoyment from it because that's like what 90% of people up here do for fun. But I just hate it. I think it's so boring.
It's good that you don't. I think it's good that you actually don't find that much enjoyment from it because it's really just like at least you have hobbies that are I don't know you'll at least remember, and they're more in, they at least work towards something more than just drinking and like getting drunk and going to a frat party. It doesn't really do much for you.
Yeah, I know, but that's
Like at
just
least having hobbies like in some other way like you have is like I don't know. It's better than that, I guess. I don't understand the whole party like aspect, I guess. I've never understood it. Like the enjoyment.
I Yeah, I've never gotten. Well, I can sort of see it, I guess. I never
Oh, you know a
understood.
video? Sorry, go ahead.
What? I never understood it for people who like. It's like I've gone out with people before, and they literally just like, if we go out like 6 people, they just sit at a table and just talk themselves. I'm like, why are we not at home? But I guess I could see if someone was like super social
Hmm.
and was like just going out, and they like really wanted new friends. Then I guess that's like the best way to meet new friends. So I guess I understand that side.
In a weird way, like my one of my favorite hobbies is literally just talking to people, as odd as that is. Like that's
That's hella weird.
I know, it is super weird. You know a video you need to do? This is what I was thinking about. You need to do the video where you just go and ask females out. You just go cold talk to women and see if you can get a yes or no. How many numbers you can pull.
Just walk up to them with a camera in their face?
No, I don't. I'm trying to think of how you can do it. Like that's the hardest part is figuring out a way to like, because you're at UNC, you're at a college, so it's a perfect time to do it because you just have all these people that are the same age as you. But if you could have someone like a friend and you wear a mic and they just stand in a distance away
Oh
from
my
you and record
god.
you, and yeah, and you walk up and you
Oh my
just try to get
god.
as you try to talk to women, I swear, dude, those videos get so many views. They get so many views. There's a gym guy who is like he just makes gym content and he did like a video where it's like I walk up to women to get over my fear of uh like just walking up that's people have that normal fear where it's like you don't really want to go and do that. It's not enjoyable to go and try to like get women's numbers. But if you
Was
did
also
that and
just
that
like
he got like
I don't
3
know.
million views, bro. He got like 3
I
million
get it.
views.
That's just like not if I
I
were to
know it's
ask
pain
out
and
a
agony for
chick, it
you, but
would
it'd
be
be
like
such a
it'd
good
be
video.
a girl I already knew. It'd just be so awkward,
Nah.
so random. Just an actual random never met before, never
That's
spoken
the
to
point.
before. Just being like, hey yo, let's go out.
In that
Like you
video,
don't know
that guy
anything
even
about either side.
in that video, that guy walks up to a girl and he starts to talk to her and she goes, "How old are you?" And he goes, "Though like 23 or something like that." He was like, "How old are you?" She's like, 16. He goes, "You have a good day." And then he walked away and he was like, "I got to take a seat after that one." He's like, "That was," he's like, "I almost caught a case." He's like, "I got to take a seat, take a break." But no, this, I swear it's such an interesting
I mean,
video
no,
to
that'd be
see
a
stuff
good
like that.
video. That'd be a good video. That's not bad.
I would, dude, I'd be your cameraman. I would love to see
Of
that.
course you'd be the cameraman. What do you mean? I mean, that's.
I would love to, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't
I
want to
bet you would.
go and
It'd
do
just be
it,
you
but
snickering behind the camera the whole time.
well, no, you'd be wearing a mic. No one's hearing me. You know what I'm saying? It's all you. It's all
Yes,
you.
but it'd be
That girl.
annoying, like, because then 100 girls would come after me. And I'm just like, it'd be so annoying to deal with.
You'd be blocked.
And like a lot of the video's funniness is when people say no, and I just feel like that wouldn't happen.
I would love to. I would love to see you. Yeah, it'd be so good. Put that down below if you guys want to see Cameron do that.
I would
It'd be a
do it
good
for like
video.
a goal.
I bet you'd
If we
get.
got
I
if we got
bet
like
you'd get views.
$50 of listener support after this pod, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Come on. Gosh, I guess
What?
you're not
Come
enough. I
on. What
guess
do
you
you
truly don't want
mean?
to. You truly
That's
don't
not
want to
even that
be a
much.
YouTuber.
$50 is not that much. What do you mean?
You don't truly want to be a YouTuber. You don't truly want to get views.
I do. I truly want to be my YouTuber. That's just like, God. I just
That
away
you
from my
gotta
content.
you gotta do things you don't want to do, son. Things that get views.
I gotta do what Gaden recommends. Gaden, the YouTube frog.
Hey, I'm just saying, it'd be a great video. 100%. People would enjoy it. I know I would enjoy it.
It
I
probably
would love it.
It would be a good video.
And you get better at talking to women. Maybe you find your dream girlfriend. Maybe she's
Yeah,
she's everything.
what if the setup though? Like I meet a girl and then I'm like, hey, let's go out. She's like, yes. I'm like, let's go. a year in, I'm like, what do you do for fun? Frat parties, GG. Wasting so much time
You
wasted.
wasted all that time.
I'm
A
like,
year? It took you a
fuck.
year to figure out she goes to frat parties?
Yeah.
Dang, she's that closed off. It's
No,
crazy.
I mean, that'd be a good video though. Maybe one day.
Nah,
It's
that's never happening.
what? No, I mean, I would not do it. It's not that bad. It's just a
You
lot of
just
effort
gotta,
for not a promise. Not a lot of promise in return. Need
maybe
that.
not, but
Need the
it'd be,
ROI up.
yeah. I think it would get a good amount of views. You clickbait it right, and you make a good thumbnail, that definitely gets a good amount of views. Definitely gets thousands. I definitely believe it would get thousands if you had the right thumbnail with the right name to the video. It definitely gets views. Like asking out, even if you clickbaited it, that guy clickbaited it. He's like, sorry for the clickbait in the beginning of the video. He said that it is like asking 100 women out or trying to get 100 women's phone numbers, something like that.
I get
There's
it.
a
It's
little
not a bad
Asian boy
video.
who did it on YouTube. Except he literally asked out 100 people to see how many times he'd get denied. He asked for 100 people's numbers, but the video is kind of scuffed in some ways because it's like the idea was just to get over his fear, really. But he would just hold a camera up to their face, and he's like, "Can I get your number?"
That is not the way.
And then the person would say yes, and then there'd be a girl sitting right beside her, and he'd be like, "Can I get your number?"
Oh,
So
I
that's
see what you mean.
kind of scuffed. So I mean, it was an interesting video. That one got 1 million, 2 million views, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But that was like more like getting over my fear of just asking someone for their number and getting rejected, like getting over the fear of rejection. So you just asked out
Yeah,
100
no, I
people.
get the concept.
But the other one's more like watching you and interact with a woman. How does Cameron dance
Have you
with the
never
other gender?
seen it? What? They dance in the video?
No,
It
no,
goes
I
that
mean like
far?
verbal tango. I mean verbal tango. How does Cameron
Oh.
dance with this woman verbally? You know what
Oh,
I'm
so you just
saying?
basically want me to like coach you pretty much because you're just gonna like take notes from the video.
No, 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 no. I just want to see. I don't. I think it'd be funny to watch. I think you. I just haven't seen you do that before. I just think it's interesting.
Maybe that would be a good
You know?
video. I'll put it in the back burner for sure. There's new ways to make videos though. Have you seen the Apple Vision? Maybe I'll just like redirect to the Apple Vision and only upload my videos like that.
Like, what is Apple Vision now? What is that?
It's this like sick headset Apple is releasing.
Oh,
It's
really?
it's like it sort of looks like a VR headset pretty much, but you can carry it around anywhere. Yeah, it looks dope. It's just like it's sort of like VR. You could just put on the headset and you can access all your Apple shit, which is like I
Oh,
thought it's
that's
sort of
insane.
it's cool. I thought it was like sort of like what's the point? Because it's $3,500 and like my phone can all just do that. There's like two reasons it's cool though. So you got like the image in your head. It's just a VR headset. It's basically a phone. The two reasons it's cool is because one for like watching movies, you can like make the screen and like as big as possible, and you can make it look like you're like watching it on like Mount Everest or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can set
Okay.
the environment too and the screen. Or if you just want
Right.
the screen to perfectly take up your eyes, you could also do that. So like for video watching, it'd be cool. Not worth $3,500 though. The other thing I thought was cool is video recording. You can record video just by looking at people.
Mm.
And I thought it was just like hella interesting because like imagine you're wearing this thing, Gaden, and it's like it's recorded like you're looking with your eyes. Like whatever you're looking at right now, just imagine it's also recording. It's like 1-to-1.
Almost like a pair of glasses in a way.
Yeah, and it's like the video though is 1-to-1 with your vision. So I was thinking like if you recorded a video like that and you rewatched it in the Apple Vision, it's like you could literally go back to that moment if you're putting it back on. You get what I mean? Like if you put it on your head, it's like, damn, I'm literally reliving the memories because it's through
first
your
person.
eyes. Yeah, yeah, it's recorded like through your eyes already.
No, that's
Wouldn't that be
crazy.
insane to think about?
That is
Yeah.
a wild
You
idea.
could actually be put in someone else's shoes, or
You
like,
could relive asking out those women.
yeah, exactly. Or you could like experience it actually, like what it was like for me, just like through my eyes, if you had Apple Vision.
You know, there'd be some guy out there having sex, and then he'd
Oh,
just
I mean,
record
yeah,
it
of
like
course,
that,
that's
and
one of the
then he'd
things.
relive it.
The POVs, POV
You know how many-
porn with the freaking.
You know how
Apple
many
Vision.
sad guys would have sex with their significant other, then they'd break up, and then they'd relive it, and they'd cry.
Yeah,
Sad, but
damn, that is so sad.
I sent you a picture Um,
What?
apparently, my brother had sent me this thing on Snapchat, and it said the police investigating first case of girls virtual
What?
gang rape in metaverse. How crazy is that?
That's crazy. Why is that? Can she even like? That's a crazy like lawsuit thing. Because what is considered like? Is her character just getting raped? And is her character underage? I don't know. I mean, obviously, rape's bad, probably anywhere, but it's just
I
like
didn't
it's
even
weird that
think.
that's like it's like
I didn't even
virtual.
think about is the character underage. That's funny. That's a funny way to
Like
think about
like
it.
if someone plays COD in the metaverse or something, or in the future, is it like illegal because you're killing people? Do people charge you? I'm so confused. How does that even make sense?
I don't know. Also, couldn't you just
Also,
like leave?
I didn't know you could
Can
have
you just?
sex in the metaverse.
Yeah, that's also yeah. Actually, yeah, I never even thought about that either. Like, how does that occur? Like, can you even actually have sex? Are they saying like they were just humping the character, and all of a
There's
sudden that
no
means?
way that they're getting charged. It has to be like actual sex at least. There's no way they just went up to this person's character and like started humping them in game
By the way,
and
this
is
is
getting
by the New
charged.
York Post as well, which is pretty crazy. But maybe like, can you not like pause? I don't know. Can you not pause and just exit game? Like, they
Yeah, or
held
just
her.
take off your headset.
Yeah, that's also another option. Or maybe just
I
turning it
don't know
off,
about this.
or I don't know. Maybe they were so stunned they couldn't move.
Maybe she was just milking the system. Maybe she was like, "Oh, maybe I can get a lawsuit out of this." Five head.
Oh yeah, was raped by those several men. The Daily Mail first reported. That's crazy.
GG. I would actually love the Apple Vision. Could you name? Because I was like laying in bed one of my late night when I can't sleep and I get deep thinking. I don't even think I could name my like happiest moment in my life.
Oh gosh, that is hard.
Like it's just
That's
so hard. I
tough.
could name like happy time periods, but like an actual moment.
Can you
Like
name your favorite? I mean, I can name happy moments. Can you name your favorite gift you've ever gotten? I mean, on Christmas, or just in general, I guess. Like, what's the most excited you were that you got a gift? What's the most excited gift? If that makes any sense.
I vividly remember when I was like 12 for my birthday, I wanted this new Naruto game on the PlayStation 2. And my parents were like, "Oh, they were sold out. You're not going to get it." And then my birthday came and I was unwrapping presents. I got the Naruto gift. And I was like,
Ooh.
"Oh my god." I just remember like nothing but that. But there's no way that's my happiest moment in my life. I'm actually so sad if that's the happiest. If that's the happiest moment I've ever had. I'm not satisfied with
Ah,
that.
I can tell you my. I told my mom this. My mom was very disappointed in my answer. But like when it came to gifts, the one gift I can remember that I was most excited about was sadly like Black Ops 2.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like I remember getting like opening Black Ops 2,
Yeah,
like
and you just
seeing the
being so
cover.
happy. Oh, that's
I
valid.
remember seeing the cover and then opening the case, reading the back of the case, looking at the front of it, and I was like, I saw the zombies on town in the back, and I was like, bro, I was like, I was so excited to play it. And I played FIFA also, FIFA that year. That was my first ever FIFA playing soccer. And it was like, those two games are, and I've had like some pretty OP Christmas gifts, but for some reason, that's what stands out the most, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But I was like most excited after getting that.
It's because as a kid, it just hits different, bro. That's how both our answers from when we were like young. The
Yeah,
excitement's
like
just different at that point.
that's about 2014, 2013, isn't it? Black Ops 2? That's
Yeah, I
about
thought it was
2014.
2012.
Maybe it is 2012. So that's, yeah, we're in the same era.
Yeah.
That's
Well, mine was a
crazy.
little bit, I guess, before that, because I was on PS2, but not probably a couple years.
Yeah, I think it was 2014 when Black Ops 2 came out. I'm sure. Maybe not. I
Let's
could be wrong.
Google it.
What's
Black
your so
Ops 2
what's your
release.
favorite memory then?
Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. Get that
Oh, it
knowledge
was
check, little
2012.
bro.
Dang.
What's my favorite memory? God,
Yeah,
that's
like
like
happiness,
impossible.
whatever you said. Like
Dude,
of
that's
happiness that you
so
can remember.
hard. The happiest I've
Do you
ever.
not remember like happy. You just have so many memories of happiness that it's just hard to choose one, or is it
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
just
yeah.
can't think of?
No, like I was like, damn, I'm fucking miserable. I've never been happy in my life. No, I just can't think of one I'd like put above the rest. You know.
That's pretty good. A pretty good problem to have.
I guess that's true. That is true.
Uh,
Mine-
Man, there's so many like.
I have such a weird answer. It's like not valid. For some reason, when I think of a core memory, is like we got off school because of snow earlier, and I remember just driving home. Like this is just so random. I was driving home from South because we got called off school, and we had like a trap planned. And I just remember I was blaring like "Murder on My Mind" or something, and I just felt so much dopamine, and I was just so happy.
No, that's a sick. That's a great
just
memory.
so weird. Yeah, but
That's a sick memory.
that also depressed. I also don't want that to be my happiest moment ever.
That's pretty crazy. That's your happiest one.
That's just what I can think of as like.
It's pretty
That's
wild.
just what I can think of.
That's pretty sick though. You leave.
I got off
I bet it was
school.
that one. It was that one. Probably got the bomb threat, huh?
Probably, I guess.
It's probably the
I
day.
don't
So
know.
to put this out for people who are in North Carolina, you don't really have nice blizzards. This day, it was blizzards, boys. It was white as snow. It was like New York City. We were living the life. Not only that, school got canceled. We had a bomb threat, and the boys were planning a trap together. And you got murder on your mind. It's pretty good. That's pretty savage.
I was
That's
like
pretty good.
banging out to "Murder on My Mind." I was like, "Oh my god, it's the best song I've ever heard in my life." YNW Melly is the king.
That's so crazy. That's so funny. I think a good happy memory. Jeez, now that I go to say it, there's now that I'm flooding with happiness. Flooding with happiness.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Fighters. that actually might be my change my answer.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazily enough, I don't know. There's just
That's
a
crazy.
bunch
That's a
of
peak memory.
yes, dude. The amount of happiness I felt beating you over and over, and you just getting so annoyed, like it just made me laugh so much. But I have a lot of moments like that. But it's just that's
not
why
one
it's
of mine.
hard. Parents have such
Not
an
one of
easy
mine.
answer, bro. Like I wish I was a parent, I could just be like, my kid being born, marrying my wife.
I have
Cookie
one.
cutter answers. What?
I have one. We used to use Facebook Messenger to call and do group chat calls. And this is like freshman year, maybe 8th grade. I think it's freshman year. And we'd have like 4 of us join up on a call, 5 of us join up on a call, and then we would just sit and talk on like Facebook Messenger and like we sometimes I don't think you could you FaceTime at that point? I don't know if you could FaceTime. But we would just send memes of like Josh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Everybody would like bully Josh with old pictures.
It's funny. I was talking to Josh. Your happiest memory is the same as his saddest he's ever been in his life.
Just bully him with
closest
his
he's
own
ever
little
been.
pictures. No, Josh has some really funny pictures. But no, it was like hearing everybody else's laughter was so funny that it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
But no, it was like 2 a.m. You don't want to go to school, but like everybody's just sitting on their phone in their bedroom talking to each other. That's a core memory.
Yeah.
That's a core one.
It's also sort of similar. I can't I was also laying in my bed thinking about like how I can't really remember like a lot with certain people. It's like gibberish. I don't know if I can word that right. But when I have to like really sit down and think of like if you walked in the
Who was
room,
there?
I like know you. Like I obviously know you just 'cause I've known you for so long. But if someone was asking me like name your happiest moments with Gaden, it would just like take me a minute. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, so many flood.
Yeah, just
So many
I was just,
games
like,
you have to
thinking,
sift
damn,
through.
What have I been through with like Jackson? What have I been through with like my mom? I was just trying to like relive my life in my house. I was trying to make my life flash before my eyes, and like remember, but it's still so hard. My memory just terrible. It feels like.
I agree with that. My memories feel so bad.
That's also why I love making videos, though.
Dude, I was watching some of the vlogs the other day, and they were enjoyable to rewatch. It was nice to go and rewatch all the vlogs and see all of it. I'm glad you vlogged all the stuff throughout high school because it was we got to go see it, and then not only that, but it's like, how do you like explain who someone is, like your friend? It's like just go watch the vlogs and you'll see all my friends.
Yeah.
Like
So
someone who doesn't know, it's like I could just explain all my friends to you. Just go watch a vlog. There you go.
that's why I thought. Yeah, it's really a big reason I love videos. Even if like even the podcast or any of my YouTube videos don't pop off, I just like that I'll always be able to go back unless YouTube like somehow deletes their freaking website and all the data goes away. I'll just like how I'm gonna be able to constantly go back to points in my life and just watch it.
I agree. No, it's sick. That's why like I want to start. Now I almost like I want to take more pictures with all the boys because
Yeah.
it's like I find myself wanting to like capture the moment more because now like the time we hang out is less, which is sad. But it's like you want to
Yeah.
capture those moments where it's like, dang. That's why I'm excited for like weddings. Ooh, think about that. Justin, whenever he has his wedding, it's gonna be everybody coming together.
I'm excited for weddings. I'm excited for the weddings. For
Oh,
sure.
I'm so excited for weddings. It's gonna be so much fun.
You're
I
gonna be
woke up one
puffing
morning
your
and I was like,
cigar.
ooh. Yeah, I'll be popping my cigar. Everybody else is popping bottles. I'll be popping a cigar.
Yeah. We'll
That'll be
for
my
sure be
thing.
popping
That'll be my
bottles at weddings.
thing. Do you think it's gonna be? Do you think anybody in our group will be single, unmarried?
For their whole life?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be single for their whole life.
Let me see.
But if you had to say who's gonna be the last one to find somebody,
Oh, that's hard. I really don't know. It's like an impossible question because I could say like an easy answer, like one of our crackhead friends, but like Anthony could take a long time, but at the same time, I feel like Anthony could just like find a chick like tomorrow, so it's weird.
yeah,
But it's like I don't know if it'd be the chick for him really, but he could find a chick. I think like tomorrow.
yeah, that's true. Okay, okay. I guess married. I guess married. Last one to be married in the group. Then again, no. I mean, you can still get married.
Yeah,
People
that's
get
what I'm
married
still
fast.
saying.
Yeah.
Like Anthony could literally just get married to like some like fucking heroin hooker down the street like next week, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Isn't it crazy? Blake got engaged
Yeah,
with Marissa.
that's one of our friends, and then another of our friends is engaged. Nitzel Colby's probably engaging soon. Sack's engaging within the next year.
Siegel. Really? Ooh.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Whenever he graduates, I think.
Dang, that's nuts. I just looked at all the names in our group, and everybody's pretty normal except for Anthony. That's the only wild one. Everybody else is like,
I don't know. Maybe Sam. I don't know. What?
rest in peace, Sam.
That's not bad. I mean, I don't know.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Maybe it is bad. I don't know. If I had to actually take a guess, if I had a gun to my head.
Yeah, you had to choose.
Fuck, it's actually really hard. I can.
It is hard.
At least I can eliminate some. Hold on, let me do some process of elimination. Not him. Not
Are we looking
him.
at Blazing or are we looking at
Blazing? So I'm not
GS?
gonna
Okay,
include
Blazing.
Sam.
Yeah,
Bang.
I looked at Blazing a second ago and I was like, this is gonna be hard.
God, it's hard to lock in. Bang bang out. Maybe. Fuck. God. I really don't know. Maybe Rack, to be honest. Sorry, Rack. I mean, I guess if I had a gun in my head, I might say Rack. I think you are gonna find like some church chick. Maybe Rack or me. Maybe I'll just lock myself in. To be honest.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. I would say you could put me in there. I would hope. I don't know like exactly if I'm on a time limit. So I mean, I guess I'm not rushing. That's also another thing. If I'm not rushing, then it's like, well, I could be 24. Could be the latest one. No, I don't think marriage. I don't think Jack could be a good answer. He has a lot of school left. A lot of school left.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? Married at 24, the latest? Really?
No, not. I don't think 24. I don't know what the latest would be in our
I'd say
friend
like
group.
27. I was like personal goal. Well, just because I like based it off my parents. My parents didn't meet until they were like 24 or 23. And
That is wild.
And then it was like my mom's. I mean, that wasn't her first boyfriend, but it was like her second. And they got married at like 28 or 27, I think, and then had me at 30.
Wait, that was her. Your dad was her second boyfriend.
Yeah, like second or third.
Wow, that's
First,
pretty crazy.
I don't want to drop too much lore actually. First something.
Oh, oh.
But this is weird.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean,
Tell me more.
I don't think 20. You're weird. I don't
That's
think.
so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in a hurry either. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you could meet him at like 24 or something.
Yeah, I guess what I'm scared about if you wait, the only thing I'm scared about waiting longer is like I don't know. I guess I am a little
Commit to
scared
what you're saying.
if the other person is a little bit of a hoe. You know what I'm saying? More bodies.
Yeah.
It'd be a little scary. The longer you wait, that is just a bigger thing to be had,
It's true, man. That's true.
which is scarier in the
That's not
mind.
necessarily true, though.
No, it's not
At the same
necessarily
time.
true. It isn't. But and it could be an unfair assessment. But it does go on in the brain. What about what would be the youngest you would date if you were 30? Like what's the
youngest
biggest
I'd date
gap
if
you
I
would
was
do?
30?
Biggest gap you would
18.
do. All right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I thought you'd react more to that.
I was like, I can see that. I can see
I don't
that.
know if I'm 30, like 24, probably.
Because people, you hear stories where it's like people are like, yeah, we're like 15 years difference.
That's pretty
It's like
crazy.
when'd you meet him? And he was like, he was 30. It's like, whoa,
You already had freaking
hold up.
pubes before your partner was born. I can't imagine that, dude. That's insane.
Dang, that's a
15 years is
wild
pretty
thought.
crazy.
That is a crazy thought now that you say that. Dang. What's the biggest gap you would do?
Biggest?
Would you marry?
Yeah,
Would you
but
get
the
with
things
a?
I'm
Would you
like-
get with? Would you if there was a? Would you get with a 40-year-old right now?
No. Hell no. I mean, what do you mean get with? Marry? No.
Start a relationship with,
No.
not marry, because marry is. I mean, of course you could go to marry, but
Yes, depending on the chick.
right. He said no strings attached. I could do that.
100%. Marry?
What's
No,
the- what's-
hell no. That's like, she already lived 2 of my lives.
No, I would be. I don't think I could do that either.
Because I'm
Imagine
definitely not
she's
committing the rest of
40.
my life with this chick. Yeah, definitely not.
And you're 22.
And like people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's just such a douche thing to say," but also she's gonna get old before me. Like what? Like plus, like I said earlier, I've already mentioned on this podcast, I want to do shit with my wife and kids. So like, if I'm 30, we just had kids. She's 50,
Definitely not video.
and I'm
good
like,
at video games.
I'm like, hey, let's go snowboard, dude. She might like break her back getting on the lift. I don't want to do that. I don't even risk that.
right.
Not about it. Not for me.
Right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find someone who's younger than you.
Biggest gap I would marry right now. Oh my god, it's like not even in 30s. I don't think. Probably like 25, 26. Really? Yeah.
I mean, I would agree. I would want somebody in the same range as me. I wouldn't want somebody massively older than
Gotta
me.
be in their 20s.
Even finding someone, even finding someone who's an 18-year-old right now would be scary because
I wouldn't want to find an 18-year-old right now because I would think
I'd be
they're
petrified to
they're
even
about to
talk
go
to Blake.
college.
Oh, that's very true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they're about
Community
to
college. They're going to community
they're about to
college.
start their whole life in college. You definitely get flamed, but yeah, it's just getting flamed. It wouldn't be worth it unless it was like.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what
you
I
would
thought.
You would get a mega flamed unless she's like Livy Dunn herself. You're getting like cooked.
Blake still flamed Josh, and Josh's girlfriend is like 20 at this point, or like 19 or 20, and Josh is.
That's crazy.
Blake still is like Josh still talks to underage girls.
Oh my god.
And Josh, yeah. By the way, just to clarify, Josh was a senior, and this girl was a sophomore, I think, or a junior. So she was like a year or two younger than him, and Blake has never let him live it down.
Yeah,
it's just anytime Blake says something, and Josh makes a remark to Blake, it's just Blake just shuts him down.
Honestly, wouldn't want to get with or like start dating an 18-year-old though, because they still have like. I feel like I've changed so much from when I was 18. So.
Oh no, I would agree with that. Yeah, there's a big difference in like 21 to 22 versus 18. Are you 22 now?
No, I'm 21.
Dang, so I'm older than you. That's crazy.
I know. I do come across as the more mature host.
Stop the cap.
And I
Stop
bench
the
more?
cap.
Holy shit, actually, you are failing in life.
Ah!
Saddest moment.
All right, little plateau boy, you just wait. You just wait till when I come up, out bench you. My back stronger.
Dude, hold on. I wanted to take your opinion because I got flamed by Haas and Sam and they're not here. I'm not flamed, but they just disagreed. I mean, also disagree if you disagree. Don't just agree with me. Maybe I am just wrong. But someone I know got married recently, and they were only dating for like 10 months. Is that crazy or no? What do you think?
I personally would never get married within 10 months.
Okay. I thought the same thing! They were like, no, that's so normal. At first they thought it was 6 months, and they were like, oh, that's pretty normal. And I was like, what?
Oh my,
It's been like
what?
almost a year, and they're like, oh, well, it's definitely chill if it's only been a year.
Absolutely not.
I
The
was
two
like, that's pretty
relationships
crazy.
I've been in crumpled after 6 months because the honeymoon stage, son. That's the honeymoon stage
Yeah.
lasts like the first year, maybe 2 years for some people,
Yeah,
but
I was
mainly
gonna
the first year.
say I'd probably have to wait at least 2 years. It might sound crazy to some people before marrying,
hmm
but that's what I think.
I agree. Maybe even 3 years.
That's
Because
also
like
what's
this is
harder about
like
like waiting a long time to like seek relationships.
true,
It's because then if you're
true.
like 30, you don't want to wait 3 years.
No, that is
Like in
true.
that case.
That's so true. But then like I mean I guess I'm sure there is some people where it's like this is my soulmate, I know. I'm sure that is out there. And if you truly know that, then but like there's a lot of people who'd be like, this is my soulmate. I already know it is. And then they jump the gun.
Yeah, you
Like,
just can't think of the rest of that.
dude, 10 months is crazy. No, 10 months is fast. It's way too
Okay,
fast.
I agreed.
That's
I
still
just want to know your thought on
that's
that.
still honeymoon stage. So you wait 2 years?
I would want to, like if I got in a relationship right now, yeah, at least 2 years before
You going
in my
all out on a
opinion, unless it
diamond?
was like no, I mean, I'm not like going into bankruptcy for a diamond.
Josh is
I'll go. I mean, I'll try to ball out, but I'm not gonna freaking like take out a $20,000 loan to buy a ring.
Heck no, I gotta be making some money, son.
Yeah.
Josh was at our house yesterday. Josh's girlfriend calls him and she goes, I lost the necklace that you got me. And Josh goes, well, you're not gonna be able to find it online. It was like they don't really sell it online. He's like, it was like a special necklace, like you're not gonna be able to find it. And then she called him, she's like, well, I'm looking for it anyways. And he was like, okay. She calls him later on and she's like, I couldn't find it online. He's like, yeah, I told you wouldn't find it online. And then she started getting mad at him because
What?
she started getting mad at him for losing her necklace because
What?
she was like, why aren't you like trying to help me find it? She's like, you're no help. And Josh was like, I told you. And then Josh banged it out. Josh was like, it was on sale. That's why I bought it.
Holy shit.
He was like, you're not gonna find it. I already told you you're not gonna find it. She's like, you're no help. Then she got mad at him because she was like, I can't find it.
Oh
You're not
my
gonna help me find it online. He was like, you're the one who lost the freaking necklace. I was like, Josh, that's crazy.
that is funny.
It's so funny. The way he described it is like
Well, she's probably just
that
going
necklace
through
was
one of those like
important, and then all of a sudden he was like, I bought it because it was on sale.
well, you know how you were when you were 13? You had random temper tantrums like that all the time. It'll pass.
For real. She is young. No.
It'll pass.
Yeah, once she hits puberty,
Yeah.
stuff.
She'll grow up. Is Josh planning
We'll
on
have huh?
marrying soon?
I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm sure he will. I think he wants to get through. I think he said he wants to get through college, like school
Yeah,
first, and then he would.
that's valid.
I think he wants to be like established and have like actually start making money before he starts trying to spend all this money.
Oh, I just have a crazy announcement I forgot about.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm not uploading the podcast to my YouTube channel anymore. I'm doing it to a different YouTube channel because I want my YouTube
Oh,
channel
like
to
a
look better. Yeah, so I made a channel named HadsChat. I'm gonna upload the videos there.
Are you gonna do clips? That's a big thing from big reporter Josh
Yeah, I'll
Hartzler.
do clips if we get clippable moments, but I can't like I don't know, it's hard. It had to be
No, I
like
agree.
such a good moment to where in my mind I'm like, that's a clip.
That's why I think like that's why I know when we do it in person, it's gonna be so much better to get clips.
Yeah.
I 100% think it's gonna be so much better to get clips because I don't know, like the in person, like I guess vibes from it will just be better.
And there's
Like
also the fact that there's something in the back. Like whenever I've clipped it, I've had clips on the podcast in the past and posted on, like TikTok and stuff. But I just like it's our audio with subtitles over like Minecraft parkour or something.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
so having
I
like
agree.
actual faces to it will be better for those clips.
No, it 100% will. It will be way better with like actual people or something to watch, just in general.
Yeah, but I moved that to alright, I'm gonna upload from there. And also you can still watch like all the old ones on my channel, but it's in a playlist called HadsChat. You're not gonna be able to find it just scrolling through my channel. But I
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
clean up my channel, like the way it looks. So I'm gonna try to upload more, and I don't want people to be like HadsChat number 42 posted after like 5 league videos. It'll just look weird. So I mean, it's still all available everywhere else, like Spotify, Apple Music, and or Apple Podcast, and like literally everywhere else. iHeartRadio, all the shits.
Is it really on all of those?
Yeah,
Is it easy to upload them all like that? I didn't know that.
yeah. I got that set up like second episode or like third episode. Yeah, I already did.
That's crazy. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, we're on everything, bro.
Jeez. You know, I saw
We're serious.
Andrew Huberman's podcast. He had David Goggins on. And I don't think you watch Andrew Huberman, but he's a professor at Stanford University.
Okay.
Knowledgeable man. I just like learning. It's no big deal. I just like
Yeah, one
learning.
thing about you, bro.
But
You're a learner.
they said that there's a direct correlation with a part of your mind. There's a part of your brain that grows in size when you do things that you don't want to do. That things that you genuinely think like suck. So if you're like, I think running sucks, right? And if you go and run, it increases this piece of your brain and makes it bigger. And then people who do things that they just enjoy, it actually shrinks. And they believe that this part of your brain is connected with like how long you live. Like your will to live is connected to that.
What?
It has a direct correlation to your will to live and how long you'll survive, essentially.
So I should just make myself miserable to live
So
longer.
the more things you do that you don't enjoy, you will live longer.
Hmm.
Because it's facing adversity, right? So then if you go through something that's hard, well, you do all these other things that you don't enjoy necessarily, right? But you do it because it's something you should do, and you're mentally training yourself to do something and tough out something that you don't enjoy or don't want to do, right, in the moment. So let's say if like washing dishes is something that you don't want to do, but you do that, that is something that like will make that part of your brain bigger. Like it'll influence that part of the brain.
And if you do stuff you like doing, it makes it smaller.
Not that it makes it smaller, but if you don't do things, it's really just if you don't do things. Like if you only do things you enjoy, but you never do things that you don't enjoy, it will shrink, yes. If you only
That's
do
so
things that
weird.
if you're like, yeah. So if you're like, I don't like working out, I'm not gonna work out. I don't like I don't want to do that either because I don't enjoy doing it. But you know I do enjoy doing this, so I'm gonna do that. It's like if you only do things you enjoy and not things that suck, then like obviously if you think work sucks, well if you work then that part of your brain might be pretty big. But like
Yeah, but what about all the studies about how like stress is bad for you and like lowers your life? Isn't that correlated with like doing stuff you hate? Would that be increased stress?
not necessarily, no. I wouldn't think stress would be. I'm sure that could have a small correlation to it, but no, like
I
you're
mean, I
not
guess
stressing
in the
about.
case of like working out, it wouldn't be stress that you're doing it.
Yeah, no, you're not stressing like you just. I wouldn't. It doesn't cause stress. I wouldn't think doing something that you don't enjoy.
But for a lot of people, they like hate their job, and it probably just like stress. It probably does correlate for like some jobs. Like maybe it's like if someone works fast food, they're like, gosh, dang, I have to deal with the cancer today of like 1,000 people. Like, what if they don't like it because it stresses them out? I don't know.
I would try to find something that you enjoy more as a job, so you don't have to do that every day, because that would make you miserable, of course. Like, I would assume that would make you miserable. Like, but I mean, like, in your free time, doing things you don't want to do is good for you to a degree. Like I said, like if you don't like working out is good for you because it mentally makes you, and you don't have to do this like every day, but adding stuff in that like is a part of your regimen is actually good for you to do. I don't know. It's wild. It's a wild thought. It's random. But it helps David Goggins' case because that's all David Goggins is. David Goggins, like his whole thing is like I do things that suck that he doesn't enjoy doing, but he does it anyways. So
Yeah.
his part of the brain must be massive. Must be massive hog.
God, I'd hate to have David Goggins as a guest on the podcast.
As a guest,
He would make me feel like shit, bro.
oh, he would never do it. But yeah, no, he definitely would. Yeah, he definitely
What do
would.
you mean he
Like,
would never do it? What?
he never do the podcast, dude. He'd
Yes,
never
he
do the
would.
podcast.
Why would he not?
No, he would not.
Why would he
He
not?
barely does podcasts as it is. He's done 2 podcasts. Like this year, I think he did Andrew Huberman because he likes Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, what if he likes us?
And then he did Joe Rogan's. Yeah, there's no way he likes us.
Yeah, well, good because I wouldn't have him on anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Make me feel bad. Yeah, no.
I wouldn't like to have. I wouldn't like to have you on. Why don't you do podcasts, David Goggins? You don't like doing them. You should do it more. Grow that brain, little bitch.
No, that's why he does. That's why he does do them. That the times he has done,
he's like to do it more. Get his brain bigger.
Yeah, no,
he does it twice. Pussy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Call him out.
If you're so tough, come on, join our podcast. If you don't want to do it, do it. Practice what you preach.
Conversations.
Practice what you preach. Come talk about if living none is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate that.
That'd be crazy.
He's a fucking pussy. Yeah, David Goggins, I'm talking to you.
Like this would never reach his radar. How crazy would it be if he tweeted at you? He tweeted at you. He's like, this little bitch can't imagine.
That'd be so
he just
sick.
meets you at your house.
Right. If he doesn't tweet at me, I know I'm in his head now. If he does not respond to this in any way and acts like it doesn't exist, we are in his head, literally. The only way he can show us is if he like tweets out, follow HadsChat.
And you want to know a crazy thing that he does?
What?
A crazy thing that he does? This is so insane.
Tough?
Dude, he said when he was doing, so he broke at one point the pull-up record for most pull-ups in 24 hours. He did like 3,000 or 4,000 or something crazy. And then that was broken, so he went to go break it again. And you know what he used as his fuel? You know what he listened to the whole time as he did the pull-ups? He said, or maybe this was a 100 or 200-mile run he was on. He said he verbally read out hate comments and voice recorded them and then put them in a playlist and then just played them.
Dude, what? He's so weird.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that such a weird thing to do? He's like, I need some fuel. So he just read out hate comments. And then he just voice recorded them, and then he just listened to them as he was like doing his pull-ups, so that way he doesn't give up on the pull-up challenge or the running challenge.
Fun in life ever.
I know that's one thing he talks about is like in that podcast is like, I don't know, not necessarily like he's not searching for fun, but he is like, believe it or not, like he. Like, I don't know, he finds fulfillment from his life.
Like, he's super motivational and, like, fulfilled, but I do not think I would want that. Like, I wouldn't want to be that tortured. I don't care if my brain gets smaller. I would not want to be David Goggins level. I'd rather just enjoy life, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he does say his, like, whole thing isn't for everybody. He's like, he's like, and he also says, like, he's like, you don't have to be as extreme as me. He's like, I do it for myself. He's like, but you can take parts and bits and like
I'm kidding.
Use
also,
it for whatever.
I do like him. I've seen clips of him where he's been like really nice. He's had.
Go ahead.
He's had like public speaking events where people like ask him for tips, and he's normally really nice to them about it.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. There's there's an insane. You know what you should try to do one day. You should try to do his he has like an at-home workout that he did during COVID,
Mhm.
and dude, it's so hard. It's so
I
hard.
believe it, bro. If I is like break the pull-up record, run a 10K.
No, it's just like he does like jumping jacks. Like you're like, oh, I can do jumping jacks. It's fucking easy, dude. Bro does jumping jacks for like 15 minutes straight, dude. My calves burn. So you do them for 3 minutes, and then you just you just watch the video, and he's still doing them, and you're like, damn, when does this go? Like, when is this done? And he just is like, keep going. He like
Oh
just
my
counts,
God.
and he doesn't give you like a time. Like he doesn't give you like a time limit. He's just like, you're just gonna do them till I finish. It's so wild. Like there's a video of him like he's in like Australia or something, like traveling, and he's on some like rooftop, and there's like 50 people on the rooftop with him, and they're all working out. They just have a mat, and they're doing jumping jacks, push-ups, and like maybe burpees, I think. And he does like jumping jacks for 10 minutes, painful. And then he does like 5 push-ups, back to jumping jacks, 5 push-ups, back to jumping jacks, and he does and then by the end of it, it's a 55-minute video. And by the end of it, you see like there's some like jack dudes who are doing it, and they're all like barely doing push-ups. They can't keep the pace with him, and he's at the same pace he was doing in the beginning. It's insane.
Yeah, no, bro's literally freaking a monster.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but there's just wild videos. It's crazy being in that good of shape.
Yeah.
He's like 45. It's peak.
He's 45. Jesus.
Maybe he's like 40. I think he's like 40 or 45. I think he might be 40. He might not be that old.
All right. Well, we've been going for an hour and 8 minutes.
Oh yeah. Wow.
That pod. So I guess we'll wrap up. Oh yeah, I also hit 900 subs. So David Goggins did it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm at 910, 911. We're at
How are those
1,000
goals
soon.
going?
We're at 1,000 soon. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely hitting. Well, one of the goals I made sure I was hitting. One of my goals was 1,000 subs by the end of this year, and I was like, "That's a lot. Come on now, there's no way I don't hit that." Even though that was the same goal as last year, 1,000 subs.
Sorry, you gotta hit the mark.
Oh God, but yeah, I'm definitely hitting 1,000 subs. Probably by HadsChat 52 will be HadsChat for a year. That's actually crazy. We're 10 pods away from doing it for a year, or from it been going on for a year. I guess we've switched some people. There's only been one constant throughout the year as well.
Jeez.
But yeah, even though it's been longer than a year, even because there's been weeks skipped and breaks and shit and extra days and all that shit. But yeah, so by HadsChat 52, the big one, I should be at 1,000 subs on pace. But yeah, I'll do the shout outs for the pod. If you want to get shouted out, retweet this episode's tweet on my Twitter at Cam Hatchin. The people getting shouted out for this or for last one is, can you guess them, Gaden? You can probably guess them.
I think we've got. Matthew might be
wrong. Damn, you're actually.
Oh gosh, I know he listened to the podcast. He called me one day and gave me he was talking about the whole Spanish thing, the whole Spanish topic. So he listened to it.
He just didn't retweet. That's crazy. All right.
Well, Cliff Lumen and Josh Hartzler.
Yep, those are the two. Cliff Lumen and Josh Hartzler. Thanks for the retweets. Also, anyone listening, if you want to support the pod even more, we have listener support where you can do as little as $1 a month to help out the boys be out of poverty. One day, if we have enough listeners, we'll just fucking won't even have to work. Won't even have to do what we don't like to do. I mean, Gain will probably still be like, "Oh, I need to work since I don't like it." But I won't work if you guys hit me up with that. Actually, Gaden doesn't like. Gaden probably wouldn't like not getting any payment from the pod, so we won't pay him just for him, just to expand his brain. Feel good. Just for
gosh, that would suck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, as little as $1.
Get us to $50, boys, so Cameron can go ask out a whole bunch of women for 30 minutes
you guys want me to
for
do
hours
that.
of his day.
I'll do it. I'll do it. If we hit $50 in listener supports by by episode 44, if we hit $50 listener supports, fuck it, I'll do a video of me
so 3 weeks,
asking out
2
random
weeks.
chicks for like an hour, I guess.
Oh no, you'll have to be doing it all day, son.
Hell no, I
You'll be
don't.
doing it all day. If
I'm
you
gonna,
got, if you
I'm
want to
gonna
get
run
some
out of
good clips.
I'm gonna run out of space in my phone. All the contacts, bro. I don't want to deal with that. Having to delete them. I'll only be
That's
able to
so funny.
manage 30 minutes, but yeah, I think that's everything. You got anything else to say?
No, I think I started at 27, so it's been a good run. I think
What does that mean?
I started a podcast 27. Sorry,
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
became co-host at podcast 27, but my first ever podcast was number 13.
You started at 27?
That's when I
That's
became a co-host. Was
crazy. That's like
27.
a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was like 30 or something. 30 something.
Yeah, you boys are part of it, son.
All
You
right.
boys deep in there.
Well, peace out, peoples.
Peace out.